Hey, and welcome to my channel. My name is Heather and this is the Fluffy Oracle. Yes, that's what I look like when I say that. I know it's kind of funny, but I wanted to come on and do the assumption video where I had announced asking for what you guys assumed of me. And I got a little bit of response, so I was going to read some of those. So I'm going to start off with the first one. And also for the bonus, for those who submitted their assumptions and questions as well, because I opened the floor up for some questions just in case, I will do a one card general what you most need to know pull for each of you guys. So I'm going to start off with Rena, which is funny because that's kind of my youngest daughter's nickname is Marina. Well, her name is Marina, but we call her Rena for short. But she says, let's see, you like anime, what's your favorite one? I love anime, but I don't have a favorite one if I really have to choose. But I do have quite a few that I really absolutely love, like Sword Art Online, Hunter x Hunter, and what else? I love the Vampire Hunter D series, the first and second movie of that one, and then I think there was a third one to it, I'm not sure. But anyways, and then for her bonus question, she says, how do you feel knowing that so many people from different countries love your videos? I feel absolutely in shock. I'm really amazed and I absolutely love it. And I'm just like, I'm so thankful for all you guys, like seriously. And just knowing that my videos touch so many people globally blows my mind some days when I actually take a minute to think about it, because when I interact with you guys in the comment sections on my videos, I kind of feel like you're pretty much just right there with me. And that's kind of how I view most of you guys, because I kind of like to consider you guys all my friends, and that's just how I view it. So let's see. For your question, I'm gonna do the chakra oracle, or chakra insight oracle, and see what I get for what you most need to know right now. And I'm shuffling in case you guys are wondering what I'm doing. Figured I'd just have a little fun with this video since you guys have been so amazing to me. So we have intelligence. Card reads education, knowledge, perception, and flexibility. So with this right away, I'm really attracted to the education, because in this card the images of books really draws to me the most, and I feel like kind of studying something that you have been really interested in is going to benefit you a lot right now. And also kind of exploring whatever it is that holds your most attention right now, whether if it's in oracle or tarot cards. Try and learn as much as you can, read as much books as you can, and go from there and expand from that. So we will go to the next question. I have to use my phone, sorry, didn't mean to put the glare there. This is why I don't come face to face on camera, why I'm usually behind a microphone, because I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself. And I really hope that you guys can hear me loudly and clearly. I think I had one more question in this one. Let's see. Nope, not that one. Okay. Let's see. We have Shakila with the next one. Let's see. What were the signs given to you when you knew you wanted to start tarot card readings? I didn't really have any signs. I've always been interested in esoteric and the whole like tarot cards and tarot readings and psychic readings and all that kind of stuff, like the mystical stuff and just spirituality based new age stuff like that, since I was a young kid pretty much. And like I started off with horoscopes when I was a kid, and it kind of just progressed from there. And I had a few friends when I was younger that were kind of into the whole witchcraft type of thing, not really like really serious into it, just they were just reading books about it and they told me about it, and it was just really interesting to read some of the books and concepts that I had actually come across. Let's see. And do I have any other ideas that I was wanting to bring to my channel? I have a few, but I'm not sure exactly how I want to bring them to my channel yet. I was thinking maybe some ASMR stuff, but I also was thinking maybe I might do like a separate type of channel for that. Not exactly 100% sure on that. I'm kind of just really thinking about it. As far as reading wise, I think I'm going to be doing some more single type of readings, like the what you most need to know, like I did the other day on my live stream, and also trying to add a little bit more live streams here and there, just to get a little bit more comfortable with being on camera and whatnot. And then we have, for your reading, I will do the Foxfire Oracle for you, for what you most need to know. Let's see, the Noble One for your card. Really pretty, lots of purple. This one I'm feeling a lot of intuition and speaking your truth and kind of being honest and open with yourself is a little bit more called for right now, especially with kind of also going within and really figuring out what it is that you want to bring out and be able to kind of basically speak your truth about with whatever's going on with you right now, whether it be to a family member or a loved one. Being honest with both yourself and them and being completely transparent is what I get with this, but kind of also listening to what they have to say as well, and kind of learning from what they have to say and seeing things from their point of view as well is what I'm getting with this card for you. I do hope these are making sense with you guys when I'm doing it. Let's see. We have Dragon Girl. Let's see, 98765. Let's see. Do you think any religion is more right than the other? And and do you consider spirituality as a religion? So, okay, spirituality and religion are two different concepts. Spirituality is more of, because I was just reading about this so I could kind of explain it a little bit more in detail and a little bit more understandable and knowledgeable so that you can kind of grasp it. Religion is a structure. Okay, so religion has texts and a certain set of rules to follow, and then spirituality are mostly people like myself who have kind of broken away from that construct, but we still kind of have faith in like and believe in like God, the angels, spirit, all kinds of stuff like that. And we also kind of don't limit ourselves to one specific religion. Like, well, myself, speaking for myself, I don't literally gravitate towards one religion more than the other. I do absolutely love the theories of Buddhism and that concept, but I also kind of believe in my own old religious faith, which is Roman Catholic. So the concepts of the Bible and being in any base religion, those are basically context and set of rules. And constriction, it's not kind of having a freedom of choice. It's saying, okay, well, this is the rule, you have to follow it. That type of thing, to kind of understand what I'm trying to say about religion. Not necessarily to a T that way, but it's more of confinement rather than being open-minded and basically having freedom of thought of your own to view and practice how you feel is what spirituality is. And they actually have some labels for them. Let me pull that up because I have the article still real quick so I can explain that. People who are not really in religious, like one religious faith, they're considered spiritual but not religious, or SBNR, or spiritual but not affiliated, SBNR. And the article that I was reading was on Wikipedia, and it kind of really sums it up and makes a lot of sense, because a lot of people now, like, from like the 80s. Like, let me check the year on that. Let's see. The 60s kind of had a little bit of it, but not as much as right now. Like from 1980 to now, a lot of people, millennials, have disconnected from religious faiths because of that constrainment, is my whole take on this. And the percentages have actually really increased for those who don't really confine themselves to one religion or another. Now, I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm completely neutral on it. If you want to practice one religion, by all means, follow your faith, follow your calling, do what you want to do, believe what you want to believe. That's your God-given right, is how I feel about the whole religious structure and the whole spirituality difference. So I do hope that that makes sense. If you have any other questions, just feel free to comment below, and I will be more than happy to either answer in another video, or I will just answer in the comment sections for you guys. So I am going to pull a chakra card for you for what you most need to know right now. There are some religious groups that are pretty strict with their faith. Like, I find that some Christians have, like the born agains, they kind of take it to a whole new level of extreme. Now, not every single one of them puts a negative spin on it in my eyes, because there are a lot of really good people out there that are Christians, and I can actually relate to a lot of their beliefs and the way they preach about God, and I can actually sit there and enjoy like a sermon or a mass from that specific type of religion, and sit there and kind of agree with it and take it all in. Why? Because I'm really open-minded, and I feel drawn to whatever resonates with me being true. That's just how I view it. I'm not just one more than the other, ever. And then you have the other Christians that want to ram the Bible down your throat and be like, it is what it is, it has to be this way, or you're going to be condemned. That's scare tactics, and I do not agree with that. But I'm not going to touch that subject very much. I'm just going to leave it where it is. Okay, we have 3 cards that popped out for you. Wasn't really going for that. But we have visualization, imagination, focus, experience, and manifestation. And then we have gut instincts, intuition, knowing, sensing, trust. And then we have faith, hope, support, miracles, spirituality. This couldn't get any more trippier than what I was just talking about. With all 3 of these cards, all 3 of them go connected right together with everything that I was just talking about. So if you don't feel like you belong to one religion more than another, say for example the whole Christianity thing, if you don't feel like you fit with that specific religion, or it doesn't, you know, completely sit with you the right way, then you can feel free to kind of disconnect and do your own thing on your own time, not necessarily around your family, because your family may not kind of bode well with that, because everybody has a strong opinion of something, and that's when things get muddy and things get very conflicted with everything. So listen to your intuition, go with what feels true to you, like kind of like I do, where I can listen and kind of see the other points of views and kind of actually really enjoy it, you know. I love hearing different aspects of spirituality and seeing the different concepts that are out there. It's really intriguing to me, and it's a lot of fun to learn about different things. For me, it's kind of like it's knowledge based. So I do hope that that clears things up for you, and that makes sense for your reading. And then with the visualization card, I feel like kind of see things from a higher perspective, be open-minded about things, and be a little bit more open-minded and not so judgmental as to things being one way more than the other. Okay? So we have the shy artist for the next one. We have, what do you like to eat when going out? Ooh, depends on my mood that day. It's kind of a toss-up. Generally, if I'm going to the mall, I usually get Taco Bell if Taco Bell's open. They've taken Taco Bell out of one of the malls here where I live, which kind of sucks. And I actually also used to work at that one many moons ago. So, other than that, like, I like going to Chili's if I go out to dinner with my family. Absolutely love their food. If I have to go to any other restaurants that are like mall based or in that area, we have the Cheesecake Factory. That's pretty good. But I generally would stick to something more food courty. But if I go to the one mall where they took out the Taco Bell, then I would go to Uno's, which is kind of a pizza and burger type of joint. I don't know. Some of you guys might know what Uno's is, but it's Chicago style deep dish pizza, that type of thing. Awesome restaurant. Absolutely loved it. I've been going to that restaurant since I was a kid. And the food still is amazing. But anyways, I digress. That's generally what I would like to do when I go out to eat. I don't generally have one food more than the other. It just depends on my mood for the day. I love food. I don't care. No bias. So for your oracle card, I'm going to use the Foxfire deck for you, for what you most need to know right now. Nothing wants to pop out. Alright. So we have Born with a Gift. Absolutely beautiful card. So with this, I feel like you have stumbled onto one of your intuitive gifts recently that's kind of taking you by surprise, and what I'm getting with this is that you need to be a little bit more open to the way you're receiving the messages from it, and to explore it, and to kind of like understand that there is some truth behind it, and kind of broaden the horizons on that. And also, I feel like you need to open up a little bit more to unlock it, because there's an egg in this picture, if I can, with a lock on it. And I feel like if you expand upon it more, it'll unlock more of that gift for you, and it'll open it up a lot more broader and a lot more easier for you. And so that way you don't kind of have to hold on to it so tight and kind of almost coddle it, so to speak, like an egg. It's not fragile. It's something that you want to grow with, and it's the message is also to kind of grow with it and kind of go with the flow, is what I'm getting with that. So I do hope that that makes sense for you. And then we have Bale's Doug. I'm hoping that I said that right. Do you believe that Christians shouldn't mess with tarot cards? I don't know much about the Christianity faith, but I do know that they kind of, for those who are strict in that faith, have a kind of a negative view of that. Here's why. It's because in the Bible it says not to. I'm not well versed in it, but it does have a verse in there that says it's frowned upon, and that it's a sin, and that it's kind of basically devil worship, where it's not. Do you understand and see where I get the point of constraint and rules and kind of being closed and narrow-mindedness about religious faith? That right there does not sit well with me. When something like that says something like that to put a scare or a fear tactic into someone just to get them to believe in a certain mindset, that's not cool with me. It's not cool with me. You want to believe it? By all means, knock yourself out. Do you? But it doesn't float my boat. That's all I'm saying. It's not my cup of tea. I don't feel it's fair. I don't think it's open-minded, and I feel like it's very narrow-minded because it's basically the unknown and the concept of being afraid of the unknown and having a stigmatism towards it, to where you aren't open to learning about something that could literally broaden your horizons, open your mind, and maybe even save your life at some point. Not exactly in that phrase or context, but what I mean by save your life is like give you a new outlook and kind of lift you from within and give you that sense of pride and knowledge that you need to expand and to be able to perceive and understand a whole other world and another point of view of other people. But if you don't want to mess with tarot cards, don't mess with tarot cards. It's as simple as that. Either you like it or you don't. If it's for you, you'll gravitate towards it. You'll want to know about it more. You'll understand about it more, or want to understand about it more. And the subject will continue to come up until you explore that kind of route. Kind of like synchronistic events will lead you down that road, so to speak. And it'll keep trying to get your attention more and more and more until you pay attention to it enough to kind of understand it and then move on from it. And then it'll kind of fade off once you get to that point. So I do hope that that makes sense for you. I will pull an oracle card for you from the chakra deck and see what you most need to know. Okay, the mind popped right up. So being more open-minded, exploring what intrigues you the most. If you want to go down the avenue of understanding tarot and oracle cards, by all means, read about it, YouTube the crap out of it to death, learn as much as you can, and see how you feel about it. See where your thoughts tend to lead you, and kind of explore that route, and kind of be a little bit more flexible and understanding in order to learn and really soak it in, if that makes sense. Okay? But in order to do all that, you need to be more open-minded in order to wrap your head around things and understand from within. Alrighty? So I do hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I did have a lot of fun. Well, not reading, but because it was half reading this video. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and that maybe we can do this again sometime. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I love you guys, and thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. Love yous, and have a blessed one.
I'm dreaming.